It's been said that as much as 90% of the body's healing power may come down to mentality and not physicality. I believe I agree with that. Stay tuned.
Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to become part of the Transplant Helper community.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and today we're going to be talking about our mindset, our attitude, our way of thinking, and how that really does affect the potential for us healing, recovering from pretty much anything in life, but particularly in context of this channel, transplant. Now, you know as well as I do that organ transplant is one of those things that can give you a ton of challenges in your life, can really kind of bring you right to the edge where you almost lose yourself emotionally and mentally as much as you're losing yourself physically. However, having the right mindset, having the right attitude can make a tremendous difference in your overall health and especially concerning your recovery. So we're going to use a tool that I've used many times here on the channel. I use it in my everyday life at least, a lot anyway, and that is something known as an acrostic. Now, an acrostic is where you take a word, like we're going to use the word mindset today, but you take a word mindset or a word and you put it up and down this way in a vertical form. Is that vertical? But up and down, and you allow each of those letters in that word to represent something as a memory tool. So again, we're going to use the word mindset today, so we'll pop that up on the screen about right now. So we got the word mindset. Now, we're going to take the first letter, M. What in the world does M stand for? Well, M stands for this, and that is M stands for mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn, okay? I've been there, done that, got the cards to show it. I make mistakes every day, particularly when it comes to my post-transplant care. There's just a lot to juggle between the medications, between the diet, between the exercise, between just the emotions and dealing with life in general. I have to remember and keep my mind set that mistakes are how I learn. So, you know, I've learned a lot of things in life the easy way, but I've learned things even much more commonly and much better by learning the hard way. I shared with you a video a week or so ago where I accidentally took too much zinc and I got ill because of it. I got sick, and that was a mistake. You know, times when I missed medication or doubled up on medication accidentally, or like I did a few weeks ago, somehow or another I took a morning dose. I took an evening dose instead of a morning dose, which included a sleeping pill. So yeah, I was out all day long. We make mistakes, and mistakes are how we learn. Now, next letter, M, next letter is I. I stands for improvement. And improvement just simply means you get a little bit better. Now, if you've been like I have as well, a lot of times, particularly shortly after transplant, you begin to try to measure yourself or gauge yourself by someone else. Or maybe like I did, you get frustrated because you're not recovering as quickly as you wanted to. And you don't really see the improvement that you had hoped. And I've again experienced such. I remember going into my cardiologist, my transplant cardiologist's office 3 weeks post-transplant. I said, I just don't feel like I'm making the strides that I ought to. I'm not making progress. I don't seem like I'm improving. You know, I was really, really frustrated. He reminded me, Jim, you're 3 weeks out of transplant. You've been sick for over 30 years. You're going to have to measure differently. And so improvement is not always measured in huge milestones being met, but improvement is really measured simply in the little things in life. So think about that. The M being the mistakes, the I being the improvement. Next, how about the letter N? A little bit down farther in that. What does N stand for? N stands for never, ever, ever stop learning. Okay? Again, this channel is all about I did too, didn't I? Advocating, educating, and motivating you as a transplant patient. Education probably takes up 90% of that, okay? Because I feel like if I educate myself and I educate others, then I'm in a sense doing the other two at the same time. I think that's true. And for me personally, I have been so blessed by this channel and the opportunity it provides for learning. And so never, ever, ever stop learning. Even if you, like you're a professional in your life. You know yourself better than anyone, better than the doctors, the nurses, the coordinators, the care. You know yourself better than anyone, and you may know your condition. You may know your issues, but never stop learning. Never stop digging. I stumble across information almost on a daily basis, even about myself, my medications, my way of living, and I say, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that was true. So never, ever stop learning. So that's the word M. I-N. Next letter down the page, D. D stands for determination, okay? A lot of the reason I was able to recover post-transplant as I did, which, not to try to outdo anyone, but I had my breathing tube out in 45 minutes. I was up in a chair that same day, walking basically within 24 hours and walking great distances within a couple days. That didn't come down to the fact that I was physically strong necessarily, or that I was, just overwhelmingly just lucky in that case. It didn't come down to that. It came down to the fact that I had learned throughout my life that if I was going to live, if I was going to survive, a lot of that was going to come down to sheer determination and being determined that I was going to fight. And by being determined, I could get through anything, okay? So no matter the challenge, no matter the situation, I knew that I could continue to fight if I were determined. So that's the letter D. Next letter down the page, the letter S. S stands for success. Now, here's what I want to tell you about success. Success does not happen by accident, okay? Success does not happen by accident. It doesn't matter what part of life you're talking about. If you're talking about someone having success, as a child growing up in school, or as an adult out in the workplace, or, in your spiritual life, it doesn't matter what it is. Success does not come by accident. So when we talk about a success story when it comes to transplant, that was no accident. There were a lot of things involved, a lot of things come together, from the care team to the person themselves to, to God himself. A lot of things come together in that, and success is not by accident. So don't ever think that, someone just stumbled into this lucky life again, that things are just going well. No, there was something behind that, maybe something you don't see, maybe even if it's yourself. There's something that happened for you that you don't maybe recognize that was a part of that. So success does not happen by accident. Next letter down the page, the letter E. E stands for effort. And effort is part of what is always embedded really in overcoming anything. Effort is the way you get past challenges. Your effort, you're willing to, as I always say, KOKO, or keep on keeping on, or stay stronger. Your effort is always a part of that. That's how you stand up to the challenge. That's how you push through the difficulties. That's how you endure the pain. That's really, I think about the old movies. Maybe you're too young, or maybe you just didn't like them, but I think about all the old movie series of the Rocky series, Rocky 1, 2, I think there maybe have been 6 of them. Rocky 4 always stands out. Here you have Rocky Balboa fighting the Russian native, and it's, two worlds colliding against each other in the plot. But that movie and every other movie, Rocky fought back because of effort, because he never gave up. He just pushed and pushed and pushed, and that's what we have to do even as transplant patients. So be a Rocky today. Next letter down the page, the last letter I think, is the letter T. T stands for things. And by that specifically, I mean all things are difficult before they are easy. Okay, listen to that carefully. All things are difficult before they are easy. And again, that kind of lays itself back on determination, on effort, on success, some of the other letters I've used, but it's completely true. Post-transplant, I dealt with some challenges that were absolutely not easy. I had several days there laying in CICU when I was in so much pain. Not everybody's in that much pain, but I was in pain because of a certain situation, but I was in so much pain. I thought, this is impossible. As we say in the South, this is unget-overable. I won't be able to survive this. I won't get past it. It's not worth it. But what happened is every single day, and it's been going on for 8 years now. What a blessing. Every single day, things got a little bit easier, because things have to start hard before they can get easy. And it's not that the transplant life is ever completely easy. I don't know how many videos I've done on that, a million. Probably not a million, literally probably 100. Transplant life is not always easy, but it gets easier. It gets a little bit better every day. And if you're measuring yourself against your goal or your situation from just one day before, just say, am I doing any better? I mean, that much. Am I just any better? And if you're any better, then you're better. Okay, so measure those things like that. So again, to review these: mindset, the mistakes, improvement, never, determination, success, effort, and things. Now, if I made it through that and didn't mess up, maybe the acrostic is a handy way of learning. I am so thankful for each of you. I'm thankful for you pausing to watch this video. I hope that you'll keep your mindset in the right direction so that you can have the greatest life possible physically when it comes to your recovery. Maybe these things will help you out in other areas of life as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. Oh, by the way, like this video if you like it. Maybe thumbs down if you don't. I think you like it. You like it, right? Hit the like and consider subscribing today. Hit the bell notification and share this out to someone. Stay stronger, friends.